everyone, I am Mecha42, your favorite YouTube harpy, and as you know, I'm a huge Star Trek fan, lifelong. I grew up on it. I'm passionate for these shows, and I want every episode of Star Trek that I see to give me the same chills that something like Cobra Kai does, or the Godzilla trailers. Seriously, if you haven't watched me reacting to the Godzilla trailers or the Cobra Kai stuff, please go check it out. If you want to see me excited for something, and why I complain so much about Star Trek Discovery is because I want to feel that. I want to be in tears by how amazing and beautiful it is. And you know what we get? We get a lot of stuff like, oh no, trust us, it'll match up, it'll line up. And then we get these articles and these interviews come out. And I've already covered Sadiq Martin Green's part of this interview, but here we go. I'm going to show you this. It's from AV Club. The Star Trek Discovery team promises it's going to explain those canonical inconsistencies. There's a lot of good stuff in this video. Go check it out. There's some Ethan Peck stuff, and there's some Anthony Rapp stuff that I'm not going to get into. I will link that in the description below. But man, this Alex Kurtzman. For those of you who don't know, Alex Kurtzman is the showrunner behind Star Trek Discovery, and everything he says is gold. Oh, I do have to get my Alex Kurtzman soundboard ding ready to go. Every time he says the word "and," he uses the word "and" a lot, I've noticed. So we gotta have our Alex Kurtzman soundboard ready to go. Let's take a listen to see what he has to say about explaining the canonical inconsistencies.
The first thing I will promise you is that we're totally aware of that.
I know you are.
Sync back around to where you expect to be.
Okay, it'll sync back around to where you expect it to be. So we know it's going to line up with and sync around to the timeline of, you know, where Star Trek starts, right? Where the cage and all that stuff start. Because we have Captain Pike with the Enterprise. We have number one. Even though they don't look anything like what they're supposed to look like, and the Enterprise doesn't look right. That is what we do have at this point.
But not necessarily in the way that you expected it.
Oh, crying out loud. Again, not in the way you expect it. Okay, so we've already seen, and this interview was before the episode where Captain Pike does see himself in the chair eventually, played by Anson Mount, who's actually one of the best parts of this show. Every time, I do want to point out, every time you guys always say, oh, you just complain, you complain. Anson Mount knocking it out of the park when they let him. Ethan Peck, I like his little exchange between Spock and Michael Burnham. I like how snotty he is to her. I'm not gonna lie, that is really, really enjoyable for me. So we do have some good moments in the show for me. I do have to point that out and definitely give props where, you know, they're due. But when Alex Kurtzman says it's going to come back around and not in the way that we expect it to, I'm starting to think Last Jedi again. I'm hearing Last Jedi in my head. I'm hearing, you know, we're going to subvert your expectations. We're going to have it line up, but maybe not. Maybe not. And we have already seen that Captain Pike had to face his own fate by seeing himself in the future. You know, kind of like the whole ripoff from Empire Strikes Back, where Luke goes into the cave and he sees Vader. Yeah, pretty much the same thing here, only Pike actually sees himself in the future, because Klingons have time crystals that can show you your own future for some reason. I know, we're totally in Star Wars fantasy realm, but that's what Alex Kurtzman wanted, and keep that in mind when we're talking about the Picard series too. Alex Kurtzman wants Star Trek to be more like Star Wars. Don't get me wrong, I love Star Wars. I'd love to be at Celebration right now. Star Trek and Star Wars are two different things, and I'm a huge Star Trek fan as well, and I have to plug my GoFundMe right now. Got a GoFundMe for the Star Trek Las Vegas convention coming up. I talk about Discovery and Star Trek because I'm passionate, and I love Star Trek, and I want it to be good.
That is one of the things that for me has always been the defining trait of Star Trek, is how do you deliver the thing that you expect, that fans love, but how do you keep it fresh by always reinventing it just enough without breaking it?
Oh,
you have to make those kinds of...
Reinventing it just enough without breaking it. Have it keep it fresh enough. Okay, well, first off, I don't think you've reinvented it enough to not break it. I think it's pretty well broken right now. You don't need to reinvent it to keep it fresh, you know? Look at the Orville, for example. The Orville is exactly Star Trek with a few things, like they had an episode recently where a girl's whole life was on her cell phone that she put in a time machine, or a time capsule machine. You got me talking time machines because Star Trek here. In a time capsule. I know that's so stupid. It's ridiculous. Time machines, time travels, time crystal, and Star Trek. But yes, I know they slingshotted themselves around the sun. I get it. I remember. But the Orville did that where her whole life was basically recreated in their holodeck off of her cell phone. That's how you kind of keep it modern and keep it more up to date. And you know, they had a little bit of humor here and there. They have more modern pop culture things. Star Trek can appeal to like the everybody. They can appeal to a wide audience. There is demand for it, you know? Like I said in my last video, The Expanse has the same demographic as Star Trek Discovery, and the original series Star Trek fans love it too. I think it's you, Alex Kurtzman. You know, it's like when you break up with somebody. You know, it's you know, maybe it's you after all. Maybe you're the one who keeps coming in and destroying every relationship you had by like taking a giant dump in their sock drawer, and maybe they don't like it. But you know, that's your way of keeping it fresh. I don't know.
Bold choices in order to keep it relevant. And
keep it relevant? No. This is like their brainwashing mentality. Oh, it has to be relevant. It can be relevant. Look at The Expanse. Look at the Orville. They're still pretty relevant. What the crap does a giant red angel that travels throughout time have to do with anything current or modern? Nothing relevant about that. There's nothing relevant about Star Trek Discovery. Right? Even the interpersonal relationships aren't very relevant. I fell in love so hard with Gordon and his girlfriend's loves, you know, falling in love, right? That's what you do. You watch it and you kind of feel the emotions that the people do. I fell in love with them, that couple so much. That's how to keep it relatable. Basic human interaction is relatable, and they don't really have a whole lot of that on Discovery. You know, they have the weirdest interactions. They're mean and snotty to each other, and like, they're trying, but they're also so focused on the effects, in my opinion anyway, that they just kind of fall by the wayside with anything that might be interesting or good. You know, like, I really enjoyed the scene where Jet Reno goes into sickbay just to kind of give a pep talk to the doctor saying, hey, you got a second chance. You got a husband or whatever, you might not want to like let that go. That might be something pretty special. I liked that scene. It was pretty touching, you know? Could it have been anybody else on the ship? Yeah, I mean, they could have had Tilly do it too, and I think Tilly would have been just as fine. It seemed like they just shoehorned in Jet Reno for out of the blue, but still, when you kind of have these basic sort of levels, that is fine. You don't need this huge gobbledygook of like, oh yes, Klingon time crystals and they travel throughout time, but no, they're too powerful. We can't use them. And the Red Angel goes through time, but Section 31 was after her, and they already knew who it was, and it's not Michael Burnham, it's your mother, and we knew about that. You don't need all of that convoluted crap. They have there's a really good article out there about the Shelby method, where basically that's what Alex Kurtzman does. He just throws so much information at you all the time, and he forgets all the little important moments, like, you know, can we just show these two characters having lunch and falling in love for more than, like, one episode? Can we do that? And maybe they'll be more believable. Can we have something... Can we have some space battles that we can see? Can we have some spaceships that we can see? Right? That's another thing. Where are the spaceship shots? Where's the ship porn? There's no ship porn. Oh, Alex Kurtzman...
Obviously, when you do that, you will always make controversial choices, but I think everybody agrees that it's still within the realm of Star Trek, even if you like it or you don't like it, or you...
No, it's not really within the realm of Star Trek, because you're in fantasy territory. You've got the time crystals. You're in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You're off in Star Wars, and those things are great. By themselves, they're great. They don't belong in Star Trek, you know? It's like ranch dressing and chocolate. Those two things are probably great. I actually hate ranch dressing. Why did I say that? People love ranch dressing, right? So if you love ranch dressing and you love chocolate, would you combine them together? I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. And that's kind of what it feels like. That's what Star Trek always feels like. at least Discovery, and I don't like that.
You like the beard or you don't like the beard. However,
It's not about
we
the
do take all
beard.
the sound effects from the original series and we do have them integrated throughout the whole show. So.
Oh, wait. Okay, it's not. Again, just Shelby method. It's not about whether you like the beard or not like the beard. Oh, fuck. It's not so much about the beard. It's not so much about the beard of Spock isn't the problem. The problem is that Spock is there. That is the problem. The problem is that you guys insisted Spock wouldn't be there. It's not like he has the beard or not the beard. It's not about the sound effects. I gotta go back. He said two things in like 1 second here.
Like the beard or you don't like the beard. However,
Alright, it's about the beard and not liking the beard.
choices in order to keep it relevant. And obviously when you do that, you will always make controversial choices, but I think...
Well, the controversial choices seem to be the only thing that's getting you the press. So I think that's why you're making the controversial choices, because you get people like me dumb enough to talk about it on my YouTube channel. But that's okay. I like I said, I'm passionate for Star Trek, right?
Everybody agrees that it's still within the realm of Star Trek, even if you like it or you don't like it, or you like the beard or you don't like the beard.
Okay, yeah, and again, it's not like whether we like the beard or we don't like the beard. At the end of the day, yeah, the beard's kind of dumb. I've seen the picture without the beard here. Let me see if I can pull that up. I know I have it here. Is it this one? There he is without the... No, that's kind of ridiculous. Now, this is from like a Star Trek cruise thing or something. I don't know if they've just got this off the internet, if this is real, if this is official. That would be what he looks like without the beard, so I can see why they didn't do it. He kind of looks like a Sheldon Cooper dressing up as a Spock sort of character. That's not the point. The point is you shoehorned this adopted sibling into the series. You made it dark, gritty, unlikable, threw a lot of fantasy elements in. And don't tell me that Q is fantasy. No, Q is still based on a sociological, sort of psychological experiment on the humans. Yeah, he was a being made up so advanced that you might think it's fantasy. It's not time crystals, okay? It's not the most powerful warrior in all of the Federation of planets that they have the outreach of. I know the Romulans can probably kick their asses too, right? Point is, in the Klingons' minds, they're the most powerful warriors. You know, women are proud and strong, and like seriously, fucking Klingons are proud warriors. You know, the women present their assets because they're proud of what they have. They're not, they want the power. They want to have the most powerful weapon in the galaxy. I think they view the Klingons as bikers, kind of. They kind of feel like the bikers of the galaxy. The people you want to party with. These Klingons are not bikers. These Klingons are the crazy people you want to avoid because they're stupid. Because they make stupid decisions like, oh yes, we have the most powerful weapon in the galaxy. Oh, it is too powerful. We cannot use it. No, that's a stupid writing choice. Stop it. Bad. That's a bad Alex Kurtzman. Bad Alex Kurtzman. What else does he say?
However, we do take all the sound effects from the original series and we do have them integrated throughout the whole show.
So that makes it okay? So that makes it canon. Oh my fucking God. My soundboard has the sound... Right now, I have a soundboard. It has the sound effects on it right now. I have...
It is a good day to...
I have...
Sir, I protest. I am not a merry man. Sir.
Sound effects don't make it canon. Okay? That's a sound effect. Oh, but we have the sound effects. So shut up. Take your little sound effects. It is canon. Oh my lord. Alex Kurtzman. See, I get passionate about this because I want to love every episode of Star Trek. It's not... You guys are insulting. Sound effects do not make it canon. Oh, I'm... Oh, you are just gold. Every time you give an interview, you're gold, Alex Kurtzman. Thank you for this video content. If you guys would like to see me get to Star Trek Las Vegas, they're having a lot of Deep Space Nine stuff this year. That's one of the big reasons. They got Martok and Martok and Gowron singing karaoke in makeup. Full Klingon karaoke in makeup. They got James Darren and Jeffrey Combs and Max Grodenchik, all the cool people, Casey Biggs from DS9, doing Rat Pack stuff. You got Nana Visitor and Renee Auberjonois, I can't say your name, doing poetry readings. It's all DS9 stuff this time around. Because I want to just gush over the DS9 stuff, the TNG stuff. I want to just love Star Trek again. I want to focus on something amazing. Who knows? Maybe by the time season 2 of Discovery wraps, it'll completely, like, the time crystals will somehow reset the universe, and it just kind of blends into, oh, Michael Burnham was raised off here, Spock was raised off by his parents, and everybody lived happily ever after, and it just reset everything to the technology correctly. Or, you know, we get Q snapping his fingers and saying, there, that's better. I want something like that to happen, and I will squee like a little girl if I hear that, if I see that. I don't think it's gonna happen, though. I don't have faith. What do you guys think? I will link my GoFundMe in the description below. I have a P.O. box. You can send all your angry letters to Mecha42, P.O. Box 1566, Loveland, Colorado 80539. Thank you guys so much. I will see you on the next video or live stream or maybe Vegas. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!